Okay. Are we live? We're live. And just as promised, this is a pregnancy vlog doing chores. So we are 6 weeks pregnant this week. Today, we are 6 weeks pregnant. We made it through week 5. Woohoo! And last week was actually a really big week for me pregnancy-wise, and I have a lot of updates to share, so that's exciting. If you hop on here, feel free to ask questions, and we can do this Q&A style too. But I'm gonna share with you some of the updates for the week. One thing is I'm exhausted, like, so wiped out. At this time in the pregnancy, that's pretty typical of me to be so exhausted. You know, you're making a placenta. Like I told my husband, like, you're basically making another organ in your body. Like, of course you're gonna be tired. There's not gonna be much left over. But yeah, I'm zonked. I go to bed about 8:30 every night. And I take a nap every day. I've just been really, really tired. And even right now, I'm like halfway like dreamy because I'm so tired. So one question I got on Instagram was, how do you mom it up? Like, even when you're exhausted and you're having nausea and, you know, pregnancy symptoms. And to answer that, you know, you just do your best. Like, you do your best with what you got and where you're at. So that's what I gotta say for if any of you are like, how am I pregnant with little people, keeping little people alive? You just do your best and take it day by day. Practical tips. If you want, you can kind of wind everybody down around the same time. If you really need a nap, you can wind everyone down for their quiet time. Powerofmoms.com has great resources about how to get your mom nap in every day. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you so much. So we're just talking about how ways to get your rest in and just get your calm time if you have other kids running around. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired, but I have faith that this will subside before too long. It's just the, you know, the early stages. That's just the nature of it. I am getting nausea, which is makes me happy. I don't enjoy it. Yes, a new life is exciting. Thank you. Yes, I agree. I am getting nausea, but it's bittersweet. It's like, oh, yay, the hormones, but yuck, I feel nauseous. A lot of times when I get nausea, I eat a protein snack and it goes away, like most of the time. But sometimes that doesn't work. So, you know, you just deal. So something big that happened this week is we got a blood test done this past week for progesterone levels. So I have a history of miscarriage in the past, and I, you know, often considered like, oh, I wonder, I have low progesterone levels, but I've never checked. And so I called my midwife. I said, hey, do you know where I can get that done? She's like, yeah, come in right now. So we went into the birth center. I should clarify, she's at a birth center. So I went into the birth center and they drew my blood and they sent it to the lab, and I had to wait over the weekend. But on Monday I got a call and they told me my progesterone levels were normal, which is awesome. I was expecting to be going down a different road, but they said everything looks great. So yay, another good sign. I'm nauseous and my progesterone levels are normal, yay. But again, I wanted to talk about something kind of interesting because like you mentioned, every life is exciting and important. So I really have a very laid back attitude about being open to whatever God wants. But I've kind of been challenging myself, like not to get like hung up in like laid back world, like, okay, whatever happens, but challenging myself to take a responsibility, like a real responsibility for life. Like, not that I wasn't before, but you know, just there is a life inside me. God has trusted me with it. And I need to do everything in my power to preserve and protect that life. If that makes sense. Okay. And so blood tests, if that's an option that might help, yeah, why not? Why not do that? So it's a different attitude. It's slightly different. It's just a little adjustment where before it was just like really, you know, whatever happens, it's in God's hands. And I still believe that, but I'm trying to be more accountable. If that makes sense. Does that make sense at all? So, what else? I wrote down because I'm so tired. Like I said, I'm just like dreamy. Oh yeah, I'm 6 weeks today. So the baby is the size of a sweet pea, which is amazing because it was the size of a poppy seed not too long ago. And it has a primitive heartbeat. Can you believe that? At 6 weeks, the size of a pea. Now the heart is the size of a poppy seed. And so the heart beating is, it's a primitive heart, but it already has 2 chambers. Wow. Let's see. I already told you about humbly submitting and taking responsibility. I'm so tired. Yes. Oh, cravings. This is a funny one, and because I've never, ever, ever craved this before. I'm craving meat, like red meat. Like the more carnivorous it is, the more I want it. And this is funny for me because my other pregnancies, it's like meat nauseated me. It's like, get meat away from me. I wanted to go vegan in all my pregnancies. And this one, I'm like, give me that protein. Like, I went to Costco. It was dangerous. I'm like, this has protein. This has protein. I was just like, filled my cart with all these protein snacks, which is awesome because, you know, you need protein in pregnancy. But, like, I've never craved it. So I'm hoping that this pregnancy, it will be easier to get the nutrients I need versus the other ones. I was, like, forcing it down. It was just so disgusting to me. But now I'm like, I need a hamburger and like chicken and oh, like it sounds good. Like I'm like, give me a steak, people. So yeah, I'm craving meat this time, which I wonder if cravings are any indication of gender. Like maybe it's a girl because I never craved meat before. Who knows? Who knows? That'd be fun. I mean, we can wish, right? But I would be happy with a boy too. 4 boys. That would be awesome. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sick. That's the fun thing. The kids were sick last week and now I'm sick this week. Yay. And then the last thing that I wanted to share about 6 weeks is my prenatal. I'm taking, it looks like there's a little person joining us. Hey Charlie. I'm making a video right now. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
I say, do something you know so
right.
I can figure this
yeah.
out.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. Well, try to figure it out.
Bumps are the same size.
Right. I'll be done in 5 minutes or less.
But
okay?
He thinks they're different.
I know. Drama. Kid drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid drama.
Tell him.
Just tell him that mommy says to play nice and she'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, thanks. Sorry about that. So prenatals. So I'm taking the Baby and Me too, and it's a food-based prenatal. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I take this one. And I had to shop around to find one that I like because I'm very picky. Okay. So one of the things is my prenatal has to be food-based. You know, some prenatals, like they make you sick. Like you take them and like you can't take them on an empty stomach because they like make you throw up. They're so gross. A food-based one is gonna just go down so much easier, and some people say that you absorb it better because it's just like your body's used to food, right? So it comes from food sources. But the thing that I really liked about the Baby and Me 2, as opposed to just the Baby and Me regular one, is the form of folate it has. So you may have heard of the let me read it because I'll say it wrong. The MTHFR mutation. You might have heard of it. Apparently, like, new research is saying that up to 50% of Americans have this mutation. And this mutation can make it challenging for some people to change folate into usable forms for their body. So folate, who cares, right? Who cares? Well, folic acid, you've probably heard about pregnancy and folic acid. So they always tell women, take folic acid, take folic acid. But apparently a lot of people can't really change folic acid into something their body will use. And ironically, what happens is it builds up in the body because they can't convert it. And then they have a folic acid deficiency, which is really crazy. And that's bad because, like, women that are pregnant really need folic acid. So I've never been checked for this mutation, but I have a suspicion that it runs in my family just because all of my children have been tongue-tied and lip-tied. That's a whole nother video if you want that, more on that topic. But it seems to go hand in hand with these mutations. So I'm just playing it safe. And I've got this one, and it has the folate in a usable form, and it's L5-MTHF. Comes from broccoli. So since it is converted already, like, the hope would be that the body would absorb it better. So that's my prenatal vitamin, and I'm pretty impressed with it. And it's a methylated type. So a methylated type of folate. So hi Mara. So that's why I take the the Baby and Me too, because it has that converted folic acid. And yeah, so you can do the L5-MT, whatever this one is, HF, or L-methylfolate. So that's what you're going to look for in your prenatal, L-methylfolate or the L blah, 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 blah. I'll link it in the description box after this. It's too much info. TMI. So yes, that's it. That's my list. That's my list. And now I have to get back to laundry, and I don't want to. But I hope you're doing super well. God bless you. And we'll see you next week at 7 weeks pregnant. Okay, bye. Oh, I forgot how to, I forgot how to exit. Okay, goodbye.